Chairman Self, Ranking Member Keating, and distinguished members of the committee, on behalf of the Foundation for Defense of Democracies, thank you for inviting me to testify today. For years, on a bipartisan basis, members of this committee pushed the State Department to better organize itself to defend U.S. national security in cyberspace. 2.5 years after creating the Bureau of Cyberspace and Digital Policy, this committee must assess its performance, expand its successes, and address its shortcomings. This hearing is particularly timely given the department's proposed reorganization, which appears to put its cybersecurity efforts at risk and contradict congressional guidance to integrate cybersecurity and digital economy efforts. In my written testimony, I describe the successes the Bureau has been able to achieve because of this integration. I'd like to take this opportunity to summarize the threat we face and the role states' cyber bureau should play. Every day, malicious cyber operators sitting in remote corners of the world attack our critical infrastructure. Across energy, transportation, and communication systems, China has pre-positioned destructive capabilities. Beijing is prepared to use crippling cyber attacks to induce societal panic and interfere with our ability to project power. During the Biden administration, we issued stern warnings but failed to deter Chinese aggression. Trump administration officials and members of Congress have rightfully articulated that our nation needs to go on the offense and punish those who use cyberspace to do us harm. And we need better defense to deny our adversaries their objectives. The Cyber Bureau plays a critical role in both. Over the course of its short tenure, it has demonstrated it understands these priorities and can execute the mission. Congress tasked the Bureau with managing a unique cyber assistance fund because lawmakers recognized it took far too long for us to respond to incidents overseas that might cascade and hit our homeland. Now, in as little as 2 days, the Bureau can airdrop expertise into partner countries. The department bolsters allied law enforcement capabilities to investigate cybercrime and prosecute the offenders, and convinces those same allies and partners to join us when we call out bad behavior. The first step to getting our allies and partners to impose costs on China is for them to agree that a cyber attack has occurred and that Beijing is to blame. The Bureau helps allies and partners proactively build cyber resilience. On this, our strategic priorities are clear. We need the countries that we fight with and through to have resilient infrastructure. Resilience buys America time to deploy a range of policy responses. Had Ukraine succumbed to Russian cyber attacks, Washington could not have provided the lethal aid that has helped Kyiv substantially degrade the military capabilities of a leading U.S. adversary. Last summer, FDD led a tabletop exercise in Taiwan, exploring Chinese cyber-enabled economic warfare against the island. In the game, the thing that gave Beijing the greatest pause was not U.S. countermeasures, but an assessment that Taiwan could withstand the attack. If China believed that Taiwan could survive, it would refrain from attacking in the first place, lest Taiwan's strengths reveal the CCP's limits. Resilience has a deterrent power all its own. But building the resilience of allies and partners will be a Sisyphean task if the telecommunications infrastructure underpinning all of it is built by China. The U.S. military does not have operational security if Beijing is listening on the line. In the CHIPS Act, Congress tasked and funded efforts at state to secure information communications technology. The Cyber Bureau is wisely using its portion on undersea cables in the Indo-Pacific. When Congress created the Bureau, lawmakers rightfully articulated that its head must be the principal cybersecurity policy official in the department. It also needs permanent staff billets so that the funding Congress appropriates is spent wisely and efficiently. There is a battle underway in cyberspace. Without a robust Cyber Bureau, we will not win. Thank you for inviting me to testify today. I look forward to your questions.